Why are you up?
Because I got some important shit going on here. What do you think?
Boom, the well pass.
I don't know what to tell people. I don't mean no harm, but I'm gonna give you the cold facts. That's not what marriage actually is.
I mean, marriage existed even before that stuff, so
Exactly.
I don't even agree with that stuff. But
that's why I'm particular on what marriage is. So when you, so he was commenting down there, and then he hopped on the stream, telling me what was incorrect. So for y'all onlookers, or y'all looking at the stream from a year from now or whatever, this is what happens when you type in the chat when I'm talking and you disagree with me and you hop on the stream, y'all. This is what's gonna happen. Shout out to CJ. What's up, CJ? Yeah, it's gonna get bad. When you're in that position, it's gonna get bad debate wise. To just be with one woman, just for whatever reason you're doing it, the position is a submissive position. Now you see the guy, he's at the bottom right. The guy that's cammed up. I just said it. I said the position. I reiterated it. He's here. He heard me. He said I'm finna cook. I already did. This was on Brittany channel, our last episode. Yeah. That's why I ain't feel. I mean, I couldn't even possibly get on that panel yet last night. Nope. Tired.
Yeah, that's what.
Because you're going to fail at some point, and then she's going to look at you like, "I got to do your job," and that's not even getting into particulars. That's not getting into the culture. That's just the position on his face. While not even
a bad thing then to get married.
No. He's not saying
he was just saying that.
I'm just trying to understand. That's
leaked. He was just saying that the idea to be with one woman puts you in a submissive. The principle of it, meaning I'm only limiting myself to one woman, because when he said every dude on this panel could make 365 babies, yo, that's crazy, because we can only have one baby a year. So one baby at a time, which is one a year, hopefully. Sheesh. So,
and I want to share up one thing, so we can, because I seen something in the chat. Because I know what words mean. Marriage. The word that is marriage is gamy. So you got monogamy and you got polygamy. Gamy means marriage. The word marriage comes from the word marry. Marry means to give offspring in marriage. Marriage is making children. That is what marriage actually is. What do y'all say marriage is? The coming of two people. Yeah. That's called a child. That's what the words actually mean. That's not me making it up. It's not my way.
That's
why,
yeah. That's why Cheeky be like, to him, sex is marriage, but technically it should be to all of us.
It's really what it. That's really what it is. Sex is supposed to be marriage.
What's
going on, Rob?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, what book you read up there? I need to learn some more of that.
So I want to push back on the idea that
facts, boy. 101 Dalmatians.
Being in a monogamous relationship is necessarily being in a submissive relation or being in a submissive position.
All right, y'all. Let me just stop both of y'all before y'all go, because I like both of y'all, and both of you guys are intelligently stimulating. So this is going to be hard to watch. So I'm going to remove myself.
This is going to be interesting.
You got to
go change that line of goddamn.
So at the end of the day,
don't go nowhere. You stay.
No, she's not going anywhere. She's just not going to talk.
I might have to do a Jay Prince.
She's just not going to talk. She's being submissive right now. It's okay. So at the end of the day, a man does what he wants to do. If he's made the decision, and a conscious decision, that he only wants to be with one person, then he can be dominant in that relationship. The woman doesn't dictate whether or not he's going to be in that position or not.
Facts,
That's his choice. So his dominance is not dictated by anything other than his choice.
If you choose that gravity doesn't affect you, does it matter?
Bang, 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 bang.
I should have been this cute. I think that I gave him a good out. Right there. Right. But, you know. And there ain't no beef thing. You know, I be doing videos and think people ain't no beef. It's just, you know, it's another person that had to learn that lesson.
If I choose that gravity doesn't affect me, it's not so laws of physics are laws of physics. You can't.
Amen.
They're not something that you can choose one way or the other.
Amen.
Okay. So if you're telling me that marriage is necessarily a submissive dominant relationship, and that being in a monogamous marriage necessarily puts you in a submissive position, you'd have to substantiate that.
I did.
How?
Monogamy is the coming together of two people for their entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah.
They're the only two.
Sure.
What else in nature does that?
What else in nature does that?
Yes. Does the atoms in your face do that? Does the cells in your body do that?
There
The
are
atoms in the air
certain,
do that?
there are certain birds that pair bond with, and they're together with just themselves, and that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what percentage is that? Of
No,
the species
that's
of
not. That's not. You changed the question. Now you're moving
No.
the goalposts.
No, that's
You're
the
moving
following.
the
It's
goalposts.
follow-up. It's called a follow-up question. It's not.
Yeah. So, in this space, like a lot of the little tactics they use, you're gonna watch it not work with me at all. I don't. That quick fix, instant gratification, dismissiveness, that's not gonna work with me. So if we're having a discussion, just because I ask one question and you have a response, it doesn't mean that it's over. Like when you rap, you got a setup bar. That was just the setup bar. Because the reality is, the framework is a submissive position. So the position you put yourself in nature is submissive. Not just, you know, one response like this is school. Raise your hand, answer one question. No, it's follow through. So take notes on how to debate, because it's gonna get bad.
Changing the question, it didn't change.
It's moving the goalposts. You said
No,
where
it's
does
not
that
moving
happen in
goalposts.
nature? We said,
You
where
thought
does
it
that
was
happen
over
in
when I
nature?
asked that question, then I asked you a follow-up question. Everybody knows what I'm doing.
Okay.
What percentage of birds of species do that?
Why is that relevant?
Because if the higher percentage of birds did that, it would be no birds.
What? There's a whole species of birds that do that. What are you talking about?
I said if the higher percentage of species of birds did that, there would be no birds.
But
If
there'd
you
be
have
a species of birds.
If you have if you have like
What you-
whatever a mate, right, and they die, is it over? Do you quit?
Well,
What do you not understand?
this particular set of birds, this species of birds, has
Yeah.
been around for however long. So they've been able to procreate their species for however long, right? So if you're saying that the birds would not be around if they were monogamous, that doesn't make sense.
I said if the higher percentage of birds procreated through monogamy, there would be no birds. That's what I said. Active listening is important in a debate, especially when you're unprepared.
They clearly are around.
I asked you what percentage of the species of birds do that. So we're talking about
100%
failing
of that species of bird.
Right. So we're talking about a failing percentage of what?
I asked what percentage of the species of birds. What is the point of saying 100% of that one? Dismissiveness, man.
Maybe 0.05.
You're adding a word failure, and it doesn't make sense.
I am.
In this context.
Why wouldn't it?
because they're successful if they're still here. If the species
What
isn't
percentage of
extinct,
birds do that is what I'm asking you. That's the follow-up question.
okay, so
You're trying to maneuver out of the question. You're trying to maneuver out of the question.
I'm not
It's not gonna
maneuvering
work.
out of anything.
So the species of birds that you can't even name, and I'm
Saying
just giving
that
it
it's
to
not
you.
going to work because
Okay, here, well, that's great.
you're
The
asking a question that
percentage-
doesn't make sense in this context. You're saying
percentage of
birds, I'm saying
do what you do
species.
that you can't name. Right, right, right. The percentage of birds that do what you say that you can't even name, right, is
I
maybe
don't
what
remember the name off the top of my head.
0.05% of all the species of birds, right? So you want me to substantiate it? I'm going to use the Earth,
Wait a second.
the planet that you're on, to substantiate it.
No. Okay. There's a successful species of birds that has been around for however long that species has been around.
Mm-hmm.
Barn owls, sandhill cranes, Atlantic puffins, bald eagles, whooping cranes, Canada geese, black vultures.
All of these are
All these birds, different species of birds, are able to pair bond. They go with one. They're monogamous. They're a monogamous species. They're multiple monogamous species of birds. So how does the percentage mean anything? You asked me a question, I answered the question. What
percentage of the birds that exist on this earth operate like that? I'm looking at the picture now.
I have no idea.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's the evidence. You're talking in less than 5% of the species on Earth. Who wants to play in that success range?
What do you mean success range? Are they successful? Yes or no?
Okay. Yeah, this is stuff like this. It's when you just defending stuff blindly. I said less than 5% of the birds on the Earth, which is not even that. It's 0.05% of the birds on this planet. It's 21 that you can Google it. It's 21 birds, and some of them shits is on an endangered species list. Who wants to play? If you woke up in the morning and you had to go to work, but you knew it was going to be a 0.05% chance you'd live, would you go? Of course not. It's like, it's just people just do stuff to kind of, I don't know, soften the blow. They don't want to hear the truth, but it's not like I'm gonna go anywhere and I'm gonna disappear. Doesn't really make any sense. But I'm willing to go there with you. If you want to act goofy, I act goofy with you. It don't matter to me.
Are they successful? Are they a successful species? Yes or no?
The 0.5, sure.
So they're a successful species.
Why are you asking me that question when I said that success range? I already gave you that. So who wants to play in a 0.5% success range? That's what I'm asking you.
That's not how the percentages works, man.
That's exactly how they work.
No, it's not.
Well, wait. If they're successful, why wouldn't you want to play in that?
Because
that's not how
okay.
success.
Then the
percentages
exact
work.
question would be, what's the equivalent to humans?
What's the equivalent to humans?
So is it one specific genotype that can do that, or is it one specific?
Humans are.
Jesus Christ. What I'm asking them is, how do you equate what you're trying to? If that's the case, if it's successful, how do you equate that in human beings? Because that's the conversation we having. What specific genotype can do that? What tribe can do that? What 0.5% of the people on the planet can actually live like that? We're gonna get into that stuff. I'm gonna reveal all of that within this conversation. It's the intent to manipulate, the intent to kind of get away from what is fiction, trying to get me lost. I mean, you can't get me lost in a conversation, bro. I was trained at 21 years old by a millionaire. It's not gonna work every day. Yeah, it's all exactly the soften the impact, because it hurt. When your self-worth is attached to a certain concept, man, it's hard to eat it, bro. I went through that shit plenty of times. Being a hood nigga. It's, when you come from the hood, man, and you get into these books and you get into private education, man, your little feelings get hurt a lot. That's what he said. Don't you like when a conversation makes all the other adults fall the fuck back and take notes? Amen. That's what I do, bro. I love it. Because you just sit and learn. I'm putting on a class.
Hold on for 2 seconds. You defended monogamy. I got you. Is it what genotype and phenotype of human beings is equivalent to that?
What? No. So humans are a unique.
All right, I'm just going to let him talk, because it's not too much stuff. It's not too many things that happened within this that I didn't call out.
species.
No, ask the question I just asked. Not just that. Ask confused. Ask the question I just asked.
That question
I
doesn't
just
make
answered
sense.
your question.
Your question doesn't make sense.
It does make complete sense.
It doesn't. You're asking a question that doesn't follow from the premises here.
I'm asking the question that if you give an answer, you know you don't have a position anymore. Because you know the difference between birds and humans.
Humans are a unique species. They're different than birds. Humans by nature are not monogamous. However,
You see what I'm saying? See? This is painful. This hurts. Let's go back to a couple seconds. Just a little 30 seconds. You get this again.
species.
No, ask the question I just asked. Not just that. Ask confused. Ask the question I just asked.
That question
I
doesn't
just
make
answered
sense.
your question.
Your question doesn't make sense.
It does make complete sense.
It doesn't. You're asking a question that doesn't follow from the premises here. Humans are a unique species. They're different than birds. Humans by nature are not monogamous. However,
Here we go. When you
Bang, 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 bang.
Yep, I'm just going to end the stream right there. I'm gonna go ahead and just. The stream is pretty much over. I don't even really need to go on anymore. I win.
Bang, 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 bang.
What's up, True? Yeah, man, I'm just just doing more victory laps. You know how it is.
we have a brain that's different than any other
But
species.
the birds you use birds. There's a specific
because
species.
you asked me
There's
a
less
question,
than
I
one-
answer it.
Sir,
You
there's
asked me a
less
question,
than
you
one,
answered
two,
it.
three, four,
You tried
five,
to use
six.
you tried to use
I
nature
didn't
to
try
say
to
that
do
no
anything.
that,
One,
that
two,
there's
three,
no that there's no
four,
monogamous
seven.
species.
There's
Your first
21
question was
species. There's 21 species here. How does that compare to how many species it is on the planet?
Your first question was to try and substantiate your argument by saying
No, it
there
wasn't
are no
to try.
other
You
monogamous
thought it was done.
species.
That's all.
I gave you an answer.
21
That's the reason
versus how many species
that's the
on
only
the
reason I use
planet?
birds because
Bro,
that's what I
You're
use.
not saying anything. Before you even came up here, I already established that there's a small percentage, right? There's a small percentage as it relates to the big deal. There's 21 species on this Google list as it relates to the rest.
Okay.
So how many species of birds are there? So we're playing in a piss poor
What does
little.
this have to do with whether or not you're submissive in the relationship?
That's the
You're
question.
moving the
You brought
goalposts.
it.
It's
No,
way
you
over
asked me
here.
to stand. You asked me to stand. I
Right,
brought up the
substantiate it.
goalpost.
You
I'm
asked
asking
me a
you
question, I
follow-up.
answered it. So let's
Why do
move
you
past
keep
that.
talking? I'm
What is
asking you
the-
I'm
what is
asking you a
the-
question.
How
What?
does
It's
how
just
does
called
that
Earth.
substantiate your
It's called
argument?
Earth. The question that you, the thing that you're stating is that they are monogamous birds. 21 species out of what? 4,000, 6,000, 10,000?
Okay.
How many species of birds is it? That's the same argument that we make in this manosphere space, right?
Obviously. Clearly.
Yes
What
or no?
argument? What's the same argument?
The 21 species of birds that you brought up as it relates to the other 10,000. Who wants to play in that success range?
Whoever wants to.
Right. And how's that been working?
What's that have to do with whether or not you're in a submissive position? Whether or not it works.
So do
how
you
does-
think 21 is 20?
How does that have to do with whether you're in a submissive position? 21 species out of 10,000. And the question is whether monogamy puts you in a submissive position or not. If it's 21 of y'all and it's 10,000 niggas trying to fight, you in a dominant or submissive position. You see how you gotta play? Like when you debate monogamy, it causes you to be like when you try to defend it, it causes you to be stupid. You cannot defend monogamy under any circumstances. It's not defendable. I don't care who. You don't even have to be me. You cannot defend monogamy. It can't be defended. It doesn't make any sense under any circumstances. Or you're gonna be one of them birds.
21 is dominant or submissive as compared to the other 10,000. Is it 21 species that you need that you said?
Again, you're using those
brought up,
words
is
out
it
of
in a
context.
dominant or submissive? Bro, I'm asking you a question. Just answer it. That's all. I got your questions. The 21 species that you found, is it in a dominant or submissive relationship as it relates to the other 10,000 species of birds? Which one? Because you asked me how does it relate. So I'm
Neither.
giving you the answer.
the one set of birds doesn't dominate the other set of birds unless they're like
Jesus
raptors
Christ.
versus like the bald eagles are dominant over
Jesus
other
Christ.
birds, and the freaking
Christ.
barn owl is dominant over rats or whatever they eat. The birds that are not raptors are not dominant over other birds. Like this question doesn't make sense in this context.
The other 10,000 species that are
You know what's horrible about what he's saying? Even if the birds are not predators of each other, they still have to fight for food. And if one species is more than the other because they're polyamorous or polygynous, however you say, then they're gonna eat up more food and they're gonna survive more. I don't understand, bro. I just don't understand how you fight this. How can you respect yourself and fight that like that? That's crazy. It's mind-boggling. Stressful. Ugh.
Are they in a dominant position or in a submissive position to the 21 species?
Okay,
How many different ways I ask this same
Let's,
question?
let's do this a different way, because you're using these
Just
words
answer
in a
the
weird
question
way.
first, then you can do it your
No,
way.
we can't. I
I
can't
know
answer your
you can't
question because
point.
your question doesn't make sense. What do you
It
mean
does
by
make
dominant?
sense. Everybody knows
Define
the question.
dominant.
The
Define
question I'm
dominant.
asking.
Define the word dominant.
We'll go to etymology.
I'd love to
Can
go
I
back
add
to
something?
humans.
Wait, because when my perception of it, right, is when he's saying dominant, it could mean
The nigga want to go back to humans when he said we're not naturally polygamous. So how could you want to go back to humans? You already lost. Jesus Christ.
as far as size or numbers wise, or it could mean as far
Again,
as
he needs to define it here because I have no idea how he's using this word.
It's
Don't
a
be
low
naughty.
percentage.
Don't
It's just a
be
low
naughty.
percentage.
It's where the word comes from. To rule, dominate, to govern.
Okay,
Lord
so
or master.
so-
Almost, which means house.
okay, so
The house.
And I want to jump in. It definitely, if it means to dominate. So meaning his example of the fact that once you pick me to be your wife forever, I can only give you one child a year. So we cannot dominate this whatever. But if he were to have sex with as many women, he could have sex literally every day. 300. He can make a baby 365 days of the year, whatever that word is, and dominate. So he's
So Sport, does he be on Fight Club? That's why I don't go over there. It lower your IQ.
he's just saying monogamy or being married to one woman puts your gene and all your being in a submissive state, meaning you've only limited yourself to be one, like to have me and your gene can only dominate once a year. Whereas if you can have sex with as many women as you want, forget 365 days in a year. Sheesh. I'm sure you
300.
guys have. I mean, you guys can have sex twice a day and make 2 babies a day and dominate. So that's what I meant by dominate.
what
So
percentage,
basically, it's a
what
choice.
percentage of humans, what percentage of men actually get to propagate their genes?
Yeah.
Throughout history, I think it's been about 40%.
40%.
Hey, y'all see how I answer this question? You see that? See how I just give you an answer? Ain't that something? You want the link? What we at on links? Got you. Hold on. Got you. Gotta put it in right. But I don't like how I'm asked the question, right? I give the answer. They don't like the answer, they interrupt me. I ask my question, they don't answer my question. But I'm the bully. I don't understand. That's ridiculous to me. That's some bullshit if you ever asked me, I'll tell you that. Alright, I dropped the link. It's gonna be pinned to in the comment section. Sporty's be dragging out. He said he got that James Baldwin throw every time he came up. Oh my god. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's stressful to me. It's stressful the way some of these panels be. I'm gonna put in quotations going.
So almost more than half of men don't get to propagate their genes at all.
That's facts.
So if you get one, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Historically speaking.
Sure.
So that's not submissive.
Percentage.
So this dude has changed what submissive and dominant is from. he changed dominant into just, oh, if you can just get one, you're doing good. It's not about whether you're doing good or not. It's whether you're dominant or submissive. The question is, the statement I made was monogamy puts men in a submissive position. Because I don't care how good your husband is, he can't compete with me. He can just, it don't matter how good you are as a husband. It doesn't matter how good your husband is. If he's just with one woman, or he's just with you as a woman, or you're just with that one woman, y'all off. If it's two sets of families, y'all can't compete with me. I can outproduce by myself in 2 months what y'all can produce in 10 years. 10 families, I could outproduce you. It's not even close to. It's not even close to a competition.
It's actually going.
You're doing better than
Jenny Morena. What's going on, Jenny? It's always great to see you.
more than half of the population.
Rob, stop. This is what you need to listen to what I said. Monogamy puts you in a submissive position. Is what I said.
Who?
You worried about the guy.
Submission.
What do you mean to who?
To who?
It's position. It's not an identity. It's not a person. It's a position.
You have to submit.
It's a position, bro.
Submit to something. To something.
And listen, monogamous guy who's defending it. Just listen.
I'm not defending.
It puts you in a submissive position. It's not about the person. What part of that are you not getting? It's not about the individual. I didn't name an individual. The position that Brittany just explained
Words
is general.
meanings. Words
They have
have
connotative and denotative.
It's
maybe not submissive. Maybe the other word is
You see her trying to help him, Sporties? She was trying to help him. She went on. She was on Brittany. She was Brittany B. She wasn't Mrs. B. She wasn't trying to help. She wasn't Noble Girl. She was helping him.
shit.
It's submissive position.
Define the word submission.
Hold on.
Three
So,
pregnancies,
Oh, he's
365.
submissive, not submission.
Define the word submissive.
If you don't know what the word means, then why are you defining it?
I don't like when people try to play I don't know what words mean thing, and then they play it with me, and I give them etymology on words, and then it's, oh, you think you're smarter than that? Like, you just what? What you mean? You know what the shit mean, man. Trying to find a way to dance around the fucking conversation. You gotta get your audio together, True. You gotta connect your mic, at least. Yeah, she was trying Miss Todd, but you know, it's not gonna work. Yeah, bro, you gotta get your audio straight. It says device not connected. Devices not connected. Your cam and your mic apparently. I already see your channel. I know that's you. All right. Spooty said, "Nah, she was doing her absolute best to assist Rob and taking this out." I hope it's not the best they got.
Restricted.
You said, when was this? You had dropped off like maybe 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes before then, Jay? Maybe 30, 40 minutes before that. This was Brittany's stream, her last one.
Meaning you're constricting your nuts to procreating with multiple women. You only can procreate with me. You can't procreate with two chicks.
This is why monogamy. This is why monogamy is a problem. Because people's self-worth and their self-worth and identity is wrapped and limited and restricted.
Thanksgiving? Nah. You still, oh God. You said was this Thanksgiving? No, this was Brittany's last stream. I don't think it was on Thanksgiving. I can't remember. I don't think it was on Thanksgiving. Well, yeah, it might have been on Thanksgiving because it was Thursday night, right? Thursday morning, right? Probably so. Yeah, I think it was Thanksgiving. I think you're right. Yeah. Yep. I think you're right. I'll be forgetting about that.
You are placing a lot of words on me that you have absolutely no idea.
I didn't say you. Okay, so what I just explained is this is why monogamy is.
I want to go back a second because they take it's a personal conversation, and I've done my best to make sure it's not personal. It's not a personal conversation in terms of what I'm saying, but these people take it to personal because their self-worth and identity is attached to it. This is why it's a problem.
Restricting your.
You're right. You definitely was right. You was right. I think it was. It was that morning. So Wednesday night, but it's really Thursday morning. So yeah, and she kept. Yep, you're right. Because she kept saying she ain't in the stream for forever, and I gotta go help cook. You're absolutely right. Definitely. Right now I remember. Yep. It was Thanksgiving morning.
Nuts to procreating with multiple women. You only can procreate with me. You can't procreate.
We got my little brother. Well, I guess we don't got him. Oh shit. You had your mic hooked up. Just take your time. I'm good. We can go long today. Let's see. You good now? I can't hear you yet. Make sure you go through your settings. Make sure you go through your settings on OBS and put your mic and shit in like you got in your regular shit. Cause all your shit be Here's the thing. Let me get all slow. The vegan butter going to his brain. No, I don't be remembering. I've deleted all holidays and birthdays shits out of my brain. Like this shit, like absolutely positively, I don't remember any of them, other than Christmas. Like, I don't be remembering holidays. It'd be like I forget. I don't know to that day or the day before. Okay. Yeah, I got you now. Yep. What's up?
I got a new webcam. I had that motherfucker plugged in, and it was conflicting with, my mixer and my whole setup.
What's up?
Right,
You got 2 or 3 minutes. So you said you was lost?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell going on.
So I had stated.
Monogamy versus what?
It's not versus nothing. I said monogamy puts men in a submissive position. I had said this early in this live. I guess he took exception to it and he hopped up on the panel.
I'm committed to one single woman, and that's up.
I don't know. Why you sound so far away from the mic?
Oh,
You got the right mic?
No, hold down.
There you go.
I ain't got a new mic yet. I ain't got no money.
Okay. Oh, get out of here. No. Now listen closely. Monogamy put.
Listen closely. I said I was broke. You said.
Nigga, I didn't. No, nobody buying that bullshit. Monogamy puts men in a submissive position.
Okay, monogamy meaning what? One who's faithful to their counterpartner, plural. I mean singular, not plural.
That's not what monogamy means. Monogamy means to.
No, I'm asking you. I told you I'm lost. Nah.
Yeah, monogamy is. Monogamy is marrying one person your whole life, and marry means to have give offspring. Monogamy, I'm explaining this in this too. Monogamy is only 2 virgins coming together and making another virgin. That's what it is. It's nothing else. So if whoever you fuck before your wife, you are no longer.
Etymology, right?
Absolutely, I will. Without a shadow of a doubt.
I'm just trying to follow you. I told you I was following you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we had a conversation about birds. I won't get into that. But like I said, the position, and like I explained in this live already, if you are a guy that's with with a woman, you're limited to her reproductive ability. She can maybe, like, I give the Marvel level physics. She can have three. She can make 3 fathers a year, 3 premature births. Let's say that. That's max. I can make a mother a day. I can make 365 mothers. You can make three. So you as a man, you limiting yourself to her. Me, I can go. Like I just said before you came up here, if you get 10 monogamous families, right, I can outproduce them.
Okay.
I literally can produce more children than 10 monogamous families.
Oh, you gotta slow down. You know, you talking to people. Some of them don't understand.
Oh no, this is This is they keep up. You know, I keep around here.
Well, the playback or whoever you was talking.
Facts. Go ahead.
You just said you can make. Say that again. You can make more than three monogamous families. How did you say that?
Yeah, I can outproduce, meaning make more children than 10 monogamous families by myself.
Okay, let's process that.
Go ahead.
So, based on what you broke down and what monogamy actually means, someone being committed to the other, so to speak.
For life.
Right. Meaning that the woman who actually gives birth to the child can only produce so much. See, I'm in the dog world, so the human world coincides with the dog world, but they fail to realize that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a female dog can only produce so many offsprings per year.
Facts.
Why does it not ring true with quote unquote mankind? Man being interchangeable with woman includes the woman, not excludes her when I use the word man.
Mm-hmm.
How would he be lying with what he said? He can go out here every day. What he's saying is this. Let me break it down in some different terms because he's a little bit slow. He don't, you know what I mean? Little bro. He called me little bro, but don't try to get it twisted. Now check out that guy, right? He can go out here. This is what he's actually saying. He can go out here and have sex with a different woman every day that's going through the period of her progesterone levels being at level to conceive. Now, if he chooses to go out and have sex with a different woman, there's 365 days a year, every single day of the year. Factually, not technically, not allegedly, factually, if he can go out and pick a woman that's ovulating and do it every day of a 365 day a year, a man can produce 365 kids a year.
Mm-hmm.
A woman could produce nowhere near, one single woman can produce nowhere near close to that.
That's facts.
One man can actually and factually, if he times everything out right, produce 365 kids a year.
That's a fact. Take 2 shots a day.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's what so my statement and my position is that monogamy puts men in a submissive position because it is clear, definitive, outside of people's pseudo-cultural ideology, that the woman is not equal to a male. She's in a submissive position. We bigger, faster, stronger.
That's untrue according to the Bible.
Okay, I'm listening.
No, don't okay nothing because you know I don't rock with the Bible. So
All right then.
okay?
All right then. It's not equal. One first,
That's
second.
not cool because in the Bible, God, who wasn't God, is the government and the system and the leaders who think they are God, saying that all men are created equal.
Yeah, created
I'm
equal.
agreeing with you. I'm just being sarcastic.
No, created in order is 2 different things. Second has never been equal to first. She was made second. She can't be first. All right then.
She was first in the creation of life, but I mean, according to life, without
No.
huh?
No.
So,
Nope.
okay, let's go there then. So, who is the creation of life?
Nature. Or God, or Allah, or Krishna, Elohim, Yahweh Shah, whatever you want to call him.
Okay.
Not a male or a female. That's weird.
No, I never said a male or a female. A being, an entity.
So the purpose is not known. Misuse is inevitable. Man was made to work, and they wanted to perpetuate that work. Then they made a woman second. She wasn't first. I don't know why they keep saying that, but that's what they want to make. That's what they want to say.
I don't know. You know.
I don't know why they keep saying that. That shit don't make any sense.
Is that no motherfucker being on this earth is reproducing by himself.
Your number one fan is here. She ain't been here no other time. She here now. She said women are not equal to men, even in the Bible, and that's actually true. All right, hold on, let's rock.
If you actually look at what's in the Bible, women are only speaking of in regards to how they are supposed to be submissive to their motherfucking husband.
Yeah.
If you want to be technical about it, I don't fuck with the Bible. I really don't. You know, technically, I'm not.
I rock so. I like the Bible.
I like it too for the morals. I don't like it for how society is portraying it.
Yeah, the Bible is the patsy, because it didn't do nothing to nobody, and everybody keep having a problem with it. Y'all just don't know how to read it.
Well, I think with it now, the way you said that makes me back up. I don't have a problem with the Bible. I have a problem with the men who walk, talk, eat, breathe, shit, and fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
Like me, is convincing the people of the Buddhism.
That's it.
That's what I don't like. It's not the Bible. The Bible has wonderful principles. For me, the Bible is the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not have any gods before me, and so on and so forth. I've been out of the Christian food system for a long time, but I still have taken on the principles within it. There's great principles in that book. It's just mankind that's destroying actually the meaning of the words that's spoken, because man is in control of that book. It doesn't mean that it doesn't have great principles. It doesn't speak some truths within it. This is my opinion, solely my opinion. And, I take what I can use and I use it. The rest I throw in the fucking trash. That's no good. It's just that simple. Good, bad, or ugly. But the problem with it is that man has tainted it. That's what it is. Man has tainted whatever the true word may be. I wasn't here, you wasn't here, neither was anybody else. The only thing we can do is look within inside ourselves to find what the truth is. The truth lies within inside of us. You do know that, right?
Yeah. Don't lie to me. It'd be outside of me. I wear it as an outfit.
I mean, it's outside of me because it's not only in me, but for as my truth, it comes from within inside of myself. Because in order to know myself, I gotta, I gotta actually, in order for me to understand what the truth is about me, I have to know thyself. Let me see if that makes sense to me. I can't look outside. Come here, baby. Answer this, right? Right.
Yeah, we're gonna get back into this because it get good.
All right, let me. There was something else I wanted to say. I forgot. Yeah, I'm listening, man. If I want to chime back in, I'll chime back in. Let me answer this call this morning.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna have my wife, we control shit.
Facts.
I'll tap back in a minute, bro. I'm listening in the background.
No problem.
Create with
This is why monogamy. This is why monogamy is a problem, because people's self-worth and identity is wrapped and limited and restricted.
You are placing a lot of words on me that you have absolutely no idea.
I didn't say you.
So that's what's crazy. I didn't say him. I said this is the problem with monogamy. People's self-worth and identity is wrapped behind it and limited into it, and all of a sudden he's saying I'm putting a lot of words on him. Like they say, hit dog will holler.
What I just explained is this is why monogamy is the worst thing to happen to our culture, because it people's self-worth and identity is limited and bonded to this, and they can't see outside of anything.
It's not.
Then you want to get into words and don't know what the word means. Look up the etymology of monogamy.
Who cares about that word? You already went over that. I'm talking about submissive. The way that you're using the word doesn't make sense.
Rob, he just said, look, he's trying to give you. That's why I asked earlier. That's why I asked earlier, like, what are you reading? Because I want to read some more. I want to read what you're reading.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll put Shana. I'll at least give a link. Put it in the back chat. I got you. And that's
what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Submissive. Submissive adjective from the 1580s, inclined to submit, yielding to authority.
Right.
From Latin submissive, past participle stem of.
Yielding to what?
And who's the authority?
Yielding to what?
It's the etymology. It's not giving you the authority.
Wait, what?
Masochistic sexual senses attested from 1969.
Okay, that's BDSM.
It does say yielding to authority in that.
Okay, so again, who are you yielding? Who are you submit or what? Who or what?
The answer is already there because the other part of it is dominant. You submitting to the dominant side.
Okay.
The playing stupid thing because you don't like it, it's not gonna. I know it works. I know I'm like, you know, an anomaly, but that's not gonna work. It's just come up with something better. Like, it's making me mad. We'll keep trolling me. You know what? Yeah, I got you. I might do it for the stream, man. Yeah, it's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work, bro. They're playing dumb shit, not gonna work. So if you ask into who's the authority because you heard the word authority and you think that's the way to keep dragging out the conversation and making it longer than what it's supposed to be to cushion yourself, no. If it's submissive, the other party, the authority is dominant. It's not rocket science. I don't know why people do this to themselves.
That answer is there already.
What is the dominant?
I already read that.
No, what? Dominant is just a word.
What do you mean?
What is a dominant? Dominant has to be a thing. Like
the thing that qualifies for the definition of dominant that I read earlier.
I can be dominant. Right? A person can be dominant.
Ooh, golly. This is why you're gonna lose every time. I said submissive position. When you start getting into identity and yourself, you lose. Stay at position.
This doesn't have anything to do with me.
Stop.
I'm giving examples of things that can be dominant.
You just said
I can be dominant. The law can be dominant. The government can be dominant.
It's not about the person or the name.
He said I can be dominant twice, right? Oh, why?
Brittany can be dominant. The person who runs the stream can be dominant.
Position. It seems like you didn't seem to want to know what position means. You keep going into submissive or dominant, or do you want to know what these different words mean? But I said submissive position.
Hold up.
Bang, 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 bang.
Dom the Mongo. Dom the Mongo. Dom the.
That's facts. That's exactly what he's doing. You see, guys, I'm from a little town called Baltimore, Maryland, and the Northwest area. And what we do there is we do a lot of hood shit. And hold up, we got to put up the official banner for this channel. This is the Ghetto Sphere, and you know, we know how to make it look like something it isn't. And so I think because I go up there and I have my hood accent and my Baltimore accent, my Baltimore accent, I think it kind of throws them off that a high level of intelligence is not going to come from him. But you're going to be sadly mistaken in a really short period of time. So that's not a smart thing to do. And I think it kind of makes them think they're going to get me confused. But I'm from the hood, my nigga. Nigga, I've had big butt chicks, big titties, tattoos on their titties, talking about, oh my gosh, I'm real freaky when I'm drunk. Listen, when I get a little bit of weed, I'm like, I hear you. No, I'm not getting you high to fuck you. I'm not getting you drunk to fuck you. If I can turn down that temptation, I can turn down you. And I think that's what guarantees I'm gonna win, because they be thinking hood shit gonna come out. And even Cheeky, we gotta have a debate, because Cheeky told me I wasn't a nerd. I lived a nerd life. I done lived a hood nigga life, and they pretty much the same. I mean, you gotta be focused. I know about all that Inuyasha. I know about fucking Gundam. I used to watch all the anime shit. I know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? I took my tax money and I bought books and I read, man. I'm well studied. I turned the TV off. I be telling y'all this shit all the time. I stopped watching TV, listening to the radio at 2007. It's a long time ago. That's what I did in real life. I shit you not. I've been vegan since 2012, December 2012. I did it in 3 months. I just started cutting shit out. My favorite shit. You know what I'm saying? I think because they hear it. They hear the hood shit, and I be on some, I be on some hood shit. Nigga, you're fine, but y'all really don't. I really don't use my Baltimore accent. Y'all just catch a couple words here and there, but I really don't, because we talk fast as shit. We talk like Dolphin in Europe, and but you know, I studied and it's just really easy to beat people because they be expecting hood niggas not to know shit, and I gotta understand, because hood niggas be stupid. I ain't gonna say that a lot to you. Hood motherfuckers be dumb. I'm like, bro, you don't want to learn shit that you doing, bro? Thank you, Jalen Breezy. You my first YouTube baby mom. And yeah, we had to turn that into a backspace baby. Said B-boy niggas pulling the sun and move. Facts. Then he said, I heard the word position, whatever works after that. JeAli said, yes, that's a little town compared to Chicago. It is. That's a fact. I think we probably like what? But something between a third or a quarter the size of Chicago. Chicago big as fuck compared to Baltimore. Baltimore like literally like the 22nd or 21st biggest city in the country. So we got, I think Cincinnati bigger than us. Mobile, I think. I just found out Jacksonville's the biggest city. That shit crazy. I didn't even know that. Listen, this don't hurt my feelings. No, due to you, and you can. Ooh. You know what? Somebody block Sporties. I know how to code switch. I know how to do it. Whatever you need for your liking, we can do it. It's swell. I can code switch. I watched my mother talk to the bill people. Yes, I fucking listen. You know what's crazy? Cheeky was saying, right? He was saying that girls don't like anime. First of all, the anime chicks be fat. I can show y'all an anime chick right now. She like in her 30s. She got a lot of children. That motherfucker look amazing. Anime chicks be fat. They be having all types of titties and butt and all that. I don't know what he talking about. It's not the damn anime that's the problem. It's when a nigga wearing a fucking Eternal Dragon button up with the fucking Goku shoes, and he want to talk about fucking getting the Dragon Balls. It's when a nigga in a real live fight and he trying to go Super Saiyan. It's that for everybody. It's that part. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Like, if you're gonna do anything, don't do those two things. Don't wear the anime button up. That's not gonna get you no vagina. Don't try to fucking go Super Saiyan in the middle of a real fight. That's why people don't like anime. And anime, right? Y'all act like y'all different from Marvel and DC. Marvel and DC just not as extreme. You know what I'm saying? Or the Star Wars guys. Like, I like all this stuff, but it's just entertainment to me. It's not. I'm not about to wear no outfit. I'm not about to walk out with no fucking Darth Vader outfit on. You niggas crazy. I like vagina. I like vagina a lot, and it likes me. Apparently. That's what he said. I got locked up and read for 1.5 years straight. What was it? 15 years straight? 1.5 years straight. Best thing that happens to a nigga. Facts, bro. Sitting down and reading. That's what changed my life. I stopped going outside. I started reading in my life. Oh my gosh, you being ridiculous. Sporties, can you send me a reading list? Because Miguel eats too much vegan butter to remember. Ain't that something? The vegan butter actually helps me remember. You drive turkey sauce. Spaces says, do you physically read, JeAli, do you physically read books? Do you listen to them? I do both. I suggest people do both. But turning your car into a classroom and then play that shit at the middle of the night, dope as fuck. Yeah, they said, what is it? Yeah, Jacksonville big as fuck. I didn't even know that. Jalen, you don't understand how much I miss you. You be over there, what you say, in the trap? I like talking to you. You don't like talking to me though, because you don't want me to hold you accountable real bad. She said, that's all good, hon. I haven't been around. I got nothing but love for you. I know you love me. We're just from over there. JeAli said, when you are from a big city, them low ass cities will irritate you. Atlanta got on my damn nerves. Atlanta a big city to Baltimore too. I think all the cities you can name, all the major cities is bigger than Baltimore. All of them. Las Vegas, Boston. I think we bigger than Delaware, if I'm not mistaken. Philly bigger. Obviously Chicago. Obviously New Orleans, all that. So yeah, they're high deal. Spaces said I definitely have aspirations to cosplay. Yeah, man. Them outfits, some little Asian outfits, they be slick. And having the girls sit up nice. Yeah, I can go switch on a nigga in a heartbeat. Alright, let's get back at it. This was fun though. That's what I do. I run out on these panels, I trash people, and I come back and I show y'all. Y'all welcome. JeyAli, I got your book list. I'm sending you actual books. Like PDFs. I promise. Job turkey.
It's not about you.
How come it can't, Rob? How come you didn't understand when I said you're actually restricting your seed from being dominant? So you're putting your seed in a submissive state because you cannot procreate with multiple women if you just choose one. That's what he means.
I understood what you said. I just don't think that's true. Obviously, because more than half the people don't procreate at all.
It's math.
But the possibility of it,
I'm so stressed out. I'm stressed out. He said he don't believe that the math is true. Fuck. How many times have you said seen a girl make go through 10 different pregnancies in a year? Like, what do you mean? That's stressful. Shout out to Lexie, man. Because dominant and submissive is a trigger for niggas, man.
take you restrict yourself when you actually give yourself to one woman. The possibility.
Yeah, I was getting stressed out. I couldn't understand it.
That you could actually procreate with multiple women is gone because you made the choice to choose one. That's what
I've gotten the opportunity to have one.
But I mean, it's different for everybody. But I think we can. I mean, I'm not talking bad on him at all. But use Anton as an example, right? He says, "I only chose to have one because I wanted to get that one every." Oh, go ahead now. Go ahead, Fatty.
No, I'm just. I didn't mean to do that.
That's the cutest little shit. She go pepper pepper. She do that. She do this with her mouth. It's so cute. This is the cutest shit in the world.
Fatty, thanks.
I fucks with Brittany.
Yeah.
Brittany's
But I think that his example, like using Anton as an
Of
example,
the nuts. What? Why?
he decided not to
When the woman get it and the guys choose not to, it's weird.
spread his seed so much so that he could focus in on making himself the best version of himself and things of that nature, or becoming the best man he could be, or for his family. But you have to admit that it was either restrictive or, he may not say it, but I mean, it's just the truth. It reduced his chances of procreating more and more and more because it took away from something. It
was a conscious decision.
Well, that's why the first question I asked you is if a nigga decide that gravity don't affect him, what difference is it? There are things
you
that
you haven't established dominance and submissive as law.
I have. I give you the etymology of them. I gave you that.
You've said
no. I gave you the etymology. You don't have a choice on what it means.
Wait a minute. Let me wait before y'all go any further because my mama's lost. So, mother, let me catch you up. She said, "Why is submission always the subject? The more you spread yourself around, it lessens your possibilities for." You gotta stop, mom. Men have billions and millions of sperm. They can actually make a baby every day.
He literally put that down.
We cannot do that. They can. And then, real quick, she said something else that I needed to correct. I can't have my mama lost, y'all. Like,
Shout out to mom.
So.
Was it she said before? But she was like, "Why y'all always?" What she said? People need to keep it in their pants. No, they don't. They let them do whatever they're gonna do with their peepees.
Yeah, we need
if they do that, they're complaining about child support. So what are we talking about?
One of the other things he said was monogamy is one of the worst things that happened to society.
I mean,
I would argue that the exact opposite is true. Monogamy socially enforced monogamy is probably one of the best things that's happened for society because of what happens when.
This is where it's going to go. It's going to be so left that it's going to leave the planet. It's not even going to come back to the right side.
When polygamy is unfettered.
You're going to regret you said that. I promise you. Go ahead.
I rarely regret anything I say.
Okay.
So
you'll regret it later.
The reason that it's bad for society is because of percentages, because of math. Women tend to gravitate towards the top 20% of men. The top 20% of men, when they are able to have all the women, and the lower 80% of men can't procreate, they can't get women, they tend to flip the table.
I have to agree with Rob on that.
And that tends to be violent.
That tends to be. That's why incels are created.
All right, let me say this.
And bad for society.
Since forced monogamy has came, we ain't got to go back.
Socially enforced monogamy.
Socially enforced monogamy.
Mm-hmm.
The system has murdered 66 million children since 1973.
The system of socially enforced monogamy.
Hold on, what?
Go ahead and substantiate that one. I understand abortion.
CDC report. Yeah.
Is he talking about the legion?
Yeah, a lot of these chicks who cheat, which would.
You ain't see J Panel? He talk a lot of shit in the chat, but he's too stupid to do it on the panel. He's not gonna get his ass up there and get his ass handed to him. He's an idiot. Trash that shit. Yeah, that was on Brittany channel. So I don't be like J Panel and Brittany Panel when they have their lives and they on some chill shit. I'm not gonna go up there and get raunchy. If it's on some neutral ground shit, cool. Because Brittany's channel is some chill shit. She wanted to be different from Fight Club. So, in which I do appreciate Rob, because it wasn't a Fight Club type of thing. It was irritating at max. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really combative. It was actual debate. It just don't look like that when you debate me. It looks abusive. You know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Zone. Nor am I going to get in somebody's panel or channel and tell them what to do with their channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. And I'll make my suggestions. Like I said, I don't know why people let him in anything. I would block him. Period. He's a nuisance. You may have Red Lipstick Bob's husband saying, "Get this nigga out of here." I don't even know if you've ever been on her channel or not. That shit was crazy, but yeah, nah, bro. He got whatever. That's a cupcake. That's not even a cupcake. That's too much work for a cupcake. That's like, I don't know. You ever drive by one of them fire hydrants and they broke and they just leaking and you watch the dog pee right there? That's the real long.
Did not be. Again, pause. This is why you're gonna lose twice. One, y'all kill more children than anybody. Two, monogamy is only two versions. Making a child. Not, I was monogamous in this relationship and I was polygamous in this relationship and I was monogamous in it. Monogamy is only having two virgins coming together, being with one person their entire life, having a child. This is all what you're saying isn't real. And because of this concept of monogamy, which these chicks say I deserve monogamy because I'm selfish, it's called.
That's a fact. I know I said it. And that's like your own comment, which I do on YouTube because algorithms. Yeah, I don't. Chicks will tell you, yeah, I deserve to be the only one. Why? Because I don't share dick. What you talking about? How's that a reason for shit? Just because you selfish to make you good enough? Oh, that's how that works. You know what? I deserve a fucking $10 million loan because I only like myself. That shit don't work nowhere else. It's annoying.
A level of child abuse.
Facts. And this is the wives we love. King said nope, no sakes on the panel. And when I tell you, Miss Ty immediately got up there and got him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Did it pleasantly, stayed in her femininity, wasn't rude, wasn't mean, gave him a chance. So shout out to you for that. You know what I mean? What's going on, Rondo? How you feel?
peaceful society called the United States, because we don't have wars here other than the Civil War, to murder more children than anybody. But you say it's the best thing to happen to us. So I'm still trying to understand what you're saying. I mean, I get that you do it and you believe in it, but how, in the light of that fact, what the word actually means, and the death toll and the body toll with children that didn't even get to get here, how could you argue
that I don't have?
That wasn't always legal, though. So what are you
Well, it
talking
wasn't
about?
always legal.
Abortion. So,
Abortion.
But then when it got legal, what happened? 666 million.
So which came first, abortion or
Hold
monogamy?
on, and we not including.
Deletion.
That makes no sense.
Deletion or
because
monogamy?
The deletion.
People have been monogamous
Socially-
since like for a long
No,
time.
Socially enforced monogamy.
Again, that's why I said I looked the word up. It's from the 1610s.
I mean,
Homosexuality
society
is
was
Hold on,
better
wait. Can we let
decades ago.
him finish? Y'all,
Socially enforced monogamy has been a thing since
I just
America
let
has
him
been
finish.
here.
It's-
Abortion didn't
it's-
become a thing, or the deletion wasn't legal until what Roe v. Wade? What year was that? It's only been like
1970.
It's only been like 40 years.
1973.
So 40 years. So America's been around for hundreds of years. So this is a new phenomenon. You can't place it at the feet of monogamy. It doesn't have
Monogamy
anything to
is
do with it. Well, yes, monogamy is new in cultural history. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
This dude has said that monogamy, human beings are polygamous, they're not monogamous, and he just admitted that it's new. I don't understand how you defend it from that point. Why wouldn't you just give up? Yeah.
Humans by nature are promiscuous.
Poly.
But promiscuous. Socially enforced monogamy.
I'll let him slide on that shit. I'm not even about that, because I addressed it later, because he didn't back it up with nothing, so I didn't have to.
Has been one of the driving factors of society. Like it's the reason society is able to exist the way it does.
Oh,
that's why people don't. That's why the lower 80% of men don't flip the table.
Well, society is good now. Now it's good because you defended monogamy. Monogamy. Society is perfect now. That's what we're saying.
You're putting words in my mouth again.
I'm asking. I didn't put any words. I'm asking you a question.
Society is perfect now. No, society's not perfect.
It's horrible,
Nothing's
actually, isn't it? It's horrible, isn't it?
Can I point
It's
something
better
out?
than it was when we had polygamy.
Based off what?
Based
You
on
got
the
more debt than
number-
you ever had. You got more child deletions than you ever had. You got more wars than you ever had. How is it better?
That's awful.
Hold on, you know what we do.
Bang, 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 bang.
Dom the Mongo. Dom the Mongo.
Shit like that.
He dies.
You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
It's like kicking around a child.
False.
It's false?
Yeah, all of it. Everything you
Are
said
you
is false.
Are you serious?
We have more child deletions
You
than
ever heard of
ever.
a central?
Yes.
You ever heard of the Central Bank?
Hold on. You said what? Say that again. We have more child deletions than what?
We have more child deletions than ever. That's the only true thing you said.
Let's get the fuck off my phone, bitch.
You got a big mouth and a small head, sunshine.
All right. I'm sorry, I got lost in a train of thought of just all that goodness I just heard.
Washed.
They would be fools to resist my divine power. His death was a necessary loss. Soon I will have a new apprentice, one far younger and more powerful. Remember that. When a king is loved as I am, much can be accomplished.
We didn't do this because we like you. We did this because we are you.
Boom, the world class.